Hello, welcome to an educational moment. I'm your host, Dr. Pat Dingle. Today, we have a special guest, Joseph Hamilton. Hi, Joseph.
Hello, how are you doing?
Wonderful. Joseph is a visual artist. He does oil paintings. He's going to share he's going to do a little talking and share a little information about his paintings, as well as talk about what it takes to embark upon an art career. Joseph is a graduate of the Prince George's County Public Schools. He's been painting for quite some time, and I'd like to have Joseph talk about his artwork at this time. Joseph, what would you like to tell us about your art?
Oh, well, first, I guess I can talk about my education. My education in art basically started when I was in high school. You were my teacher, teaching me the fundamentals of art. After high school, I went to a 2-year college and got an associate's degree in art. After that, I went to a 4-year college, which was interesting because the 2-year college's credits didn't transfer over. So I had to start another 4 years. So it took me a total of 6 years to get my bachelor's degree in art. And then it got even more complicated. After that, I got accepted for a graduate school program in art in Illinois. And I went there for 3 years, but I found out after the end of the 3 years I didn't like it, and I kind of didn't get the degree. So I decided to go to another school and went another 3 years, and finally I got my MFA, which is a Master's of Fine Arts in Painting.
Yes, and the MFA is a terminal degree for a professional in art. So that's commendable that you got that Master's of Fine Arts in from the institution. That's fantastic. Now, I understand that you have some images of artwork that you'd like for us to see.
Oh, yes, yes. The first one is the portrait of a young girl. My painting at this moment concentrates on one model. She's somebody who goes to my church, is really close to me. Her name is Min, and I first started painting her. Actually, the first painting I did of her, I think she was like 6 or 7, but I started seriously painting her when she was about 10. And I probably have about 11 or 12 paintings of her now. Okay. Portrait of a Young Girl is I guess the first major painting I've done of her, you know, and it's kind of one of the days we at church, and she loves to take pictures, so I took pictures of her, and I used photographs in order to achieve my paintings. So I was just taking pictures of her, and then when I got home, I was like, wow, I need to use some of these for painting, and that was the first one. Great. Yeah, and that one's like a very representational style. You can see like the fabric on her dress. You know, it's kind of like sequins, and yellow was her favorite color at that time, and the pigtails, which kind of indicate her age. So.
And what is the second image that you brought today?
Oh, the second image is one called Sleepy Men. Well, sometimes we refer to it as Dead Men, but, you know, that's a different one. It's kind of like she was playing like she was dead or sleeping or something like that, and she's kind of like, you know, has her mouth open, her eyes are closed, and she's kind of in this very awkward pose, as if like all of a sudden she just fell asleep. Yeah, so it's kind of like a fun painting, and those are the kind of paintings we're doing. I've noticed as we get further along, you know, in my relationship and with the paintings are becoming more freer, and I can do more things with them.
Now, what about the third image?
The third one, and that's kind of you know, the point where she's starting to trust me more as you know, in this relationship, you know. And the whole point of this art is just to show that two individuals, you know, involved in this kind of artistic endeavor and how we evolve with one another. And, you know, I call that painting vulnerable, and it's like, you know, her just basically kind of hanging upside down, and it's really, I mean, she did that just by herself, and I was like, hold it, you know?
Yeah, that's an interesting pose. And so there's this, when an artist and a model work together, they have to have a good relationship so that they understand where, sometimes like what a really good pose is, or when you're in it's really important to stay still so that you can capture the image, and also so that you can sort of like take your artistic license so that you can capture the importance of like the fabric and the pose and things of that nature. So that's an important relationship between the artist and the model. Now, you also brought a third image. Was that the third image?
Oh, that was the third image.
That was the third image. Okay, I stand corrected. Well, that is wonderful. Now, I'm going to ask you, what are some of the things that a person needs to do in order to be a successful artist?
Oh, to be a successful artist, you kind of have to find out what direction you want to go in. I chose fine art because, well, you know, for me there's like two. There's either like the art which is mostly for advertising, which, you know, developing websites, ads and things like that, or fine art, which you're basically doing art for art's sake. And I chose fine arts because I'm not really good at deadlines. You know, when you have like the, you know, that kind of doing ads or developing a website, there's a certain deadline, and that stresses me out, and I'm never able to make those. So, you know, doing the fine art frees me up. I can do it whenever I want. You know, I can paint whatever I want. And a lot of times people ask me to do commissioned portraits, and it's like, you know, I used to do those, but now I don't do those because there's that deadline, and it just, you know, it just eliminates any kind of interest for me.
Yeah. So you're more interested in self-expression and sort of sharing what you are thinking about with people, as opposed to doing commission work or doing set work that other people tell you to do.
Yes, I like for it to be my own kind of experience, and it's interesting. I was just commenting with one of my colleagues at the library. I'm a librarian at Kensington Park, and I was telling her that when I'm 75, it would be really nice that I will still be painting the same model, and she'll be 50 because she's 25 years younger than me. So, I mean, I think that would be a nice endeavor to have that long body of work where I kind of do these paintings of her throughout her whole career, you know, so.
Yeah, that's an interesting thought. I want to bring on another guest today. I have another special guest, Everett, a student from Kenmore Middle School. Hi, Everett. How are you?
I'm well. Hi, Mr. Hamilton. Hi, Dr. Dingle.
Hi. So how's school going?
It's going very well for me, and I'm making honor roll right now.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Everett, you were at Kenmore Middle School on the day that Mr. Hamilton came and shared some of his artwork with the students. Did you enjoy that?
Yes, it was very fun to see his artwork, and I thought it was beautiful.
Okay.
Thank you.
What did you think was beautiful about it? Was it the color? Was it the images? Do you know specifically what you were interested in?
It was just like the mixtures of color he had that brought it to life to me, and all the color, it's just beautiful.
All right. And you like creating art also, don't you?
Yes.
You're a member of the art club at the school.
Yes.
And how would I know that? I'm the art club sponsor. Well, Joseph has been explaining about his artwork and what he's trying to achieve in his artwork. Now, Everett, do you have any questions for Mr. Hamilton?
Yes. I would like to know, at what age did you start making your artwork?
Oh, well, that's kind of, well, that's pretty easy. My mom used to always say when I was 3, I would draw all the time, and yeah, so I would say at age 3, I still actually have some of those drawings. I think I showed you guys the whale and swallowing the fish and things like that. Yes, I've been drawing for a long time. Didn't start being very serious until I got around 13 now, in the high school.
Did you have any other questions for Mr. Hamilton?
Yes. What inspired you to do your artwork?
Oh, what inspires me? Well, that changes, you know. I mean, hopefully it won't change anymore, but throughout the years, when I was younger, I used to always draw animals. You know, so it was animals that inspired me. Whatever I was interested in at the time, when I went to graduate school, I started doing landscapes and, you know, beautiful sceneries with sunsets and things like that. But there's not too many landscapes out in this area, so coming here, what interested me most were the people that were around me, you know. And in particular, you know, when I met men, you know, it's like, wow, somebody who wants to take pictures.